competition is fierce, and the prize is bragging rights. Members of Congress practice relentlessly for hours for the chance to make a little bit of history, just like Florida Congressman Greg Steube did in 2021.
Wow, this is a long
Greg Steube with the first pitch, and the first swing is going to be a home run. Steube out of the ballpark.
That was a bona fide major league home run right there.
Absolutely.
All right, Congressman, thank you for coming out here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Nice.
Yeah, I've never thrown a baseball
I was
in front of the Capitol.
I don't know that we totally can, but we're going to do it. Okay. Florida Congressman Greg Steube is a former U.S. Army captain and the Republican representative for the 17th District of Florida. Go through your grips. Give me fastball and then whatever else you got.
I throw with the seams fastball, but for me, it's kind of like a cutter.
Okay, so move into right-handers.
Sometimes it does, and sometimes it'll tail off.
I like that. He's also a former all-state outfielder in high school. All right, Congressman, give me a couple hard ones. I'm ready. And has been the Republican starting pitcher in the congressional game since 2019.
Red on the first base side, the blue.
Are you sure?
I'm ready. If it injures me, that's on me. Pretty good. I like it. Low in the zone. And he's the first to hit an out-of-the-park home run at a major league park during the congressional baseball game. Can't believe you hit a home run. Look out. You all right?
Is the camera okay? So you can see where I hit it.
Yep.
And then there's a scuff.
Where it bounced?
Yeah, where it hit the seats and then bounced back. I was like, oh, that's cool.
That's so cool. All right, so you're that congressman who hit a home run.
Yeah.
Like a real home run, not like a sixth grade home run where you hit it past the right fielder and run around the bases.
Yeah. So I'm the only person in the history of the game to hit one out of a major league stadium. When I hit it, I knew I'd hit it well, but I didn't know it was going to go out. And as I rounded first, I saw it bounce in the outfield, in the stands. I was on ESPN Top 10. Never thought as a member of Congress you'd be on ESPN Top 10. Even after I got elected to Congress, my phone did not blow up the way it blew up after the home run. Because you got guys you haven't talked to in years suddenly texting you like, you're on ESPN Top 10. But yeah, it's a good break, especially mentally, from everything that you deal with up here to be able to just get on a baseball field and hit the ball.
Look at that swing he put on it and just drilled it to left. That ball got out in a hurry.
Congressman, let's start young Greg Steube. So you wind up going to University of Florida, right? Did you ever think about trying to play? Was that a thing?
Yeah, I thought about it, and I wanted to go back and walk on to UF's team, and it just didn't work out. I actually was doing a little bit of rodeo and then realized that's probably not the most intelligent decision to make. I had a friend, a rodeo partner, that got hurt and broke his neck, so I was like, maybe this isn't the smartest thing. And people don't believe that I actually rode bulls, so I keep this in the office.
That is awesome. I got one of those. I photoshopped my head into it. So how did you end up on the congressional baseball team?
I knew zero about the congressional baseball game.
Right.
Before I got elected to Congress. And there was a member that was like, hey, is there anybody here that played baseball? And I was like, well, yeah, I play baseball. And they're like, hey, can you pitch? And I'm like, well, I can pitch. I didn't pitch.
Right, you weren't a pitcher, but...
And suddenly you get introduced to this whole thing that is the congressional baseball game.
A full quorum at Washington's Griffith Stadium for the annual ball game between the Republicans and Democrats of Congress.
First played in 1909, the congressional baseball game between Democrats and Republicans has been a Washington tradition for well over a century. Organized by Pennsylvania Congressman John Tenner, a former pro baseball player who even played for the O's. The game has evolved from a friendly pickup game in the early years to be played annually live on TV at a major league stadium, Nationals Park. Some of Washington's most powerful players have taken the field, like President George H.W. Bush, who played while he was a congressman from Texas. Or the 46th president, Joe Biden, who first played as a junior senator and is allegedly seen here during the game wearing the number 46. How about that? Some presidents have even set records, like in 1957, when former president and then Congressman Gerald Ford hit the first ever grand slam in congressional baseball history.
There is camaraderie, but it's competitive. Republicans want to win, the Democrats want to win. And there's this tug and pull.
So a member comes up to you in the recruitment process after you get elected and says, you play baseball, can you pitch? Walk me through from then to the first time you're on the mound in practice, because presumably you haven't done it in decades.
Years. Literally Rodney Davis, he's not in Congress anymore, but he's the one that was like, anybody play baseball? And the moment I raised my hand, he said, hey, come with me. And I don't know where the bathrooms are. Like, this is like the third day or something of orientation. You just get elected, you're up here. And he's like, hey, come on, let's go down to the members gym. I didn't even know where the members gym was. So I'm following him through all these tunnels and through all these doors. We get down to the members gym. And he had an extra glove. And he's like, here. And we just started throwing catch in the members gym. And it was kind of interesting how serious it is taken up here. We practice every morning at 6 a.m. Most guys get there at 5:45, which is actually a lot of fun to break up the monotony up here and playing. And the camaraderie of the team. I mean, I wouldn't have gotten to know Roger Williams, Marcus Luttrell, Tim Burchett, Steve Scalise, the guys that play on the team. You would not have the opportunity to get to know them as well as you have spending 2 or 3 hours with them in the morning.
The Nationals have a thing where you can run on you can take your kids run on the field. So I've been on the field, but never played. And you've never played in a major league park. Like, let's just talk about that experience as like a kid who grew up loving baseball.
The crazy thing was the first game. You're the starting pitcher.
Right.
And you're walking out, and that was after the Nats won the World Series.
Yes.
Swing and a miss! Swing and a miss! And a World Series Game 7 winning Curly W is in the books! The Washington Nationals are the world champions!
So you're pitching on the mound. They won the World Series. And you're like, oh my gosh. And it's built up just in the time that I've been here. Fox Sports televises it live. We had over 30,000 people there this year, which the Nats don't have that every game.
So has the game ever helped you reach across the aisle?
It's not about politics. It's just about a game. So it gives you opportunities to talk to the other side about something other than what's going on here that both of you obviously enjoy. And I think it does help bridge the partisanship that happens up here.